Now, this is not what I signed up for. I was wanting Carnage 2 weeks in a row, and I'm pretty sure Pebble Beach told me I can go fuck myself because this is not Carnage. This is a good old birdie fest. What's up, new guy? Let me switch my screen over here. My name's James, better known as TheDegeNeditor75. I'm a DFS content creator who is here to help you get a little bit better at PGA DFS. We got a great round of Showdown tomorrow. That's why this show is called The Showdown Hoedown, to help you with it. If you're here for picks and plays, don't worry. There's a bunch of other slapdicks that do shows. You can go watch them. Here we're going to focus on the process. If that sounds interesting, we'll hang around for about the next 30 minutes. Hell, maybe even throw your question over there in the chat, you motherfather. If you find you really like the cut of my jib, check out that schedule right there, right? I do this show every Friday and Saturday night at the conclusion of round 2 and round 3, usually when TV coverage ends. It just ended here at 6, so we're going live at 6. The other thing you need to know is that I also do a price preview show right when they drop Monday with Tambo, and most importantly, I do the live stream every 7 o'clock. So, every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. That's in the Lord's time zone. I'm a little befuddled here. Okay? So, let's get going. Lots to talk about. Toss your questions over there in the chat. If we get up to 100 likes, I'll give away a ticket to play with me tomorrow. Turn off this TV. Tell the lady, hey, lady, turn on the air conditioner. I'm already sweating like a whore in church in here. Okay. Let's get going. First of all, once again, 100 likes, I'll give away a ticket. And don't forget to hang around to the end. I'll give you some really good historical round 3 scores, all right? If you want to know some guys who are good at scoring in round 3, I'll show you that then. If I share it now, you'll just run off, you poor. All right, we're going to lead by contest tomorrow. I think DraftKings kind of, I mean, honestly, these are a little pussy. These contests, they should be a little bit bigger for tomorrow, but I think with the weather concerns, they are kind of punting a little bit on these. I will say the $5 is back to the good format we had last Saturday. You love to see that because today during, round 2, it kind of sucked, Bob. My $10 18 max, always a nutted one. The big main is the same structure as today. I don't like a quarter to first. I wish they'd make this a $250,000. It'd be so much better. But the good news is with no football to compete with this weekend, you're really starting to see all kinds of tournaments you can play in. The $33 single entry, the $12 single entry, the $100 single entry, the $10 18 max, the $5 single entry. Hell, there's even a $20 3 max. There's literally everything you could want to play on here. So there's no reason to not find some contests you like. Once again, I can't show the ones that have less than $5 in them. So just know that they're out there too. I assume the $1 20 max is out there. Still a whole lot of shit to consider. So that is contest selection tomorrow. I think there is I would say more than a 10% chance that the PGA is going to try to jam all of these in tomorrow. All 36 holes tomorrow. I don't know if they have enough sunlight to do it, but I'm just looking at Sunday's weather, and that shit looks real bad. And it looks like it could even carry over into Monday morning, and these guys don't want to be here till Tuesday. I can promise you that, bub. So they're going to have to get creative on what to do tomorrow, and I think that there is a decent chance that we are going to see round 4 contest also nerfed by DraftKings, just with the uncertainty of how it's going to play out. So get yourself prepared for that. I hate when this happens, but what are you going to do? Getting over, how did the courses play today? Well, let's see. Spyglass played 1.15 under par, and Pebble Beach played 2.62 under par. That is almost a full stroke and a half difference. Ask yourself, did you play a bunch of Spyglass Hill guys today? Because if you did, you need to really reevaluate your process. For all of these people that were overreacting to yesterday, right? Spyglass Hill played easier yesterday. Let's just go look at round 1 so you can see, right? It played 0.68 easier, over 2/3 of a stroke easier yesterday. So it's got to play that way tomorrow, or it doesn't, okay? What do we know? We know historically Pebble Beach is the easier of the 2 courses. We know that the vast majority of the good players were over on Spyglass Hill yesterday, but most importantly, we knew that the wind was going to be lower today than it was yesterday, which affects Pebble Beach the most. If you did not have 80, 90, or 100% of your players in your player pool from Pebble Beach today, you were done, Bob. You were done, all right? You've got to learn to play the game. Today was an obvious day to go to Pebble Beach. If you didn't do that, I'm sorry. I told everybody that would listen over on my behind the paywall stream yesterday, Pebble Beach is the way to play it. You want guys going off of 10. Not only was it that, they were twice as likely to get a streak over there, and there were 43 more birdies on Pebble Beach than there were on Spyglass. My God, man. If you want to know the wave split, you can see Pebble Beach did get a little tougher throughout the day, but with only 20 golfers, that could have just been some guys playing like assholes. But it seemed like Pebble Beach in the morning, it was just throwing darts. They were just throwing darts out there, Bob. All right, let's get to weather for tomorrow. You can see tomorrow's weather looks pretty good. A little chilly in the morning, in the 40s, right? But it's going to get up to the 50s, basically what we've seen in the last couple days. It's going to be a little overcast tomorrow, but here's the problem, right? You go look at Sunday over here, Not great, Bob. Not great. They're not playing golf in that shit right there, right? So this is why, like if they got started right at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, they could probably get the first round done by 1, and then you put them right back out there. They're probably not done till 6 or 7. It's going to be long dark by then. So I just don't see any way they can mathematically get 36 in tomorrow, even with no amateurs. The amateurs are off tomorrow. The Pro-Am part is gone. It'll just be the pros out there this weekend, which of course makes play go faster, but I don't think they're getting 36 in, right? So I don't know how the hell this thing's going to conclude, but just looking at this rain and this wind, I'm very concerned they're not going to be able to finish Sunday, right? If they were smart, I think they'd at least try to get 9 holes in on Saturday night. That's just my opinion, though. But looking at tomorrow, they are going to roast this course, right? They're going to get it. We saw today that Pebble Beach is still the same little gettable course we've always known that it was. The reason that, I was telling people, go play Pebble Beach. It's not going to be windy. When this course is not windy and it's a little soft, and of course it's going to continue to be soft, the overcast is going to keep the sun from baking these greens out, and you're going to continue to see these greens be soft just because of all the rain that's been there. These guys are going to light this course up tomorrow. You are going to see at least -2 tomorrow. Yes, they could probably put the pins in tougher places tomorrow as there's no Pro-Am going on, but it is still going to be gettable. And tomorrow you should be chasing those guys who can go get those nuke rounds. Because let's face it, all round 3 Showdown about is finding the guys who are going to have nutted rounds. We don't got to worry about where they start. We don't have to worry about where they finish. We simply need guys who are putting the ball in the cup in 1 to 2 strokes under par, as many holes as possible. Those are called birdies and eagles, new guys, okay? So tomorrow is a great day for moving day, okay? And this offers us a lot of freedom. I can already tell you right off the bat, guys down here, you want to know somebody who's going to be really low owned tomorrow? Patrick Rogers. Loser piece of shit, Patrick Rogers. Buckley, Harris English, Nick Taylor, Sung J M, Steven Yeager, Lucas Glover. No one's going to play these guys because they look bad the first 2 days. They have. That's why they're in dead fucking last, right? But that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about what they can do tomorrow. And can we find that guy who has the nuke round, especially if we can find that guy who has the nuke round and can do it at 5% or less. That is how you break the slate. That is how you win GPPs. If you are playing round 3 Showdown tomorrow and you are not considering some of these assholes down here at the bottom of the board, just know you've already lost. I'm not telling you that Hideki's going to have a good round tomorrow, but I'm saying, or he could. That's what I'm saying to you, pal. Nick Taylor's looked like shit today. He could never do good tomorrow. Or he could. Sung J.M., guy doesn't have it. He can't do good. Or he could. If you're not saying or he could tomorrow and not trying to go find this diamond in the rough down here, one of these guys is going to go boat race tomorrow, and you are going to get them at discounted ownership because nobody wants to play these guys because they're so far down the leaderboard. But this is round 3 Showdown. This ain't round 4 Showdown, so we don't give a shit where they start. Matter of fact, we don't even really give a shit where they finish. We just want them to make a whole bunch of birdies, preferably a streak, and if you're being really cool, maybe throw a bogey-free round in. That is what we are after tomorrow. So do not be afraid to play these guys at the back of the field. Remember, everybody is playing Pebble Beach tomorrow. And matter of fact, the field is going to be split in half. Half of them are going to go off of 10. Half of them are going to go off of 1. And as you can see right here, guys going off 10 have a much better chance of getting a streak than guys going off of 1. If you go off at 1, it doesn't do you any good because 9's such a hard-ass hole. But if you go off at 10, you get 17, 18, 1, and 2 together, right? That gives you 4 chances on 3 pretty good birdie holes. Just 18, 1, 2 is about a 6% streak rate at the right there, and that is by far the highest on the course. So playing these guys at the bottom, not only is nobody going to be playing them, they're also going to be all the guys going off of 10 tomorrow because they're going to split the field in half, put them in 3s. All the leaders, all the top half of the field will go off of 1, and all of the slapdicks in the second half of the field will go off of 10. So playing these guys at the bottom of the field tomorrow is something you have to be doing. I mean, I'm not saying build your whole fucking lineup around them. They're not playing good. But if you don't have 1 or 2 of these guys down here, you're just thinking, oh, just play all the leaders. Just know you have already lost. You have no chance of winning a GPP tomorrow if you were only playing guys in the top 15 because some of these assholes at the bottom are going to catapult up the leaderboard tomorrow. It's called moving day for a reason. Think about the game and quit having your stupid picks and plays, okay? That is the weather. That is how you should use it. Now let's talk a little thing about projections. I just want to take a second, okay? This is important to me because I've only had my channel for 20 months, and I need you to know something. If I've learned one thing about this PGA DFS industry in the 20 months I've been around, it's fucking fraudulent, bub. All right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go look at the projections. Whatever tout site you get it from, I don't really give a shit who you get your projections from. I just want you to go look at it, okay? And I want you to go see. Do guys like Homa and Morikawa, with the projections you got from your tout site, did they have better projections than guys like Iceberg or Cantlay or Thomas or Spieth? Did they? Go look and see, right? You can see right here on mine, oh, look, Thomas 42, Cantlay 42, Homa 40, Morikawa 40, Iceberg 42. Why are those too low? Because they're playing on a different fucking course. That's why. I cannot believe this. If your projections, the site that you use for your projections, if they had Xander Schauffele as high or higher than Hovland and Scheffler and those guys, or they had Homa and Morikawa higher than the guys around them, fucking run and hide from these people. They are fraudulent. They're simply just using yesterday's data. They're just regurgitating out and assume the courses are going to play the same. That's not how PGA DFS works. We have this thing called historical data, and you can look at it to see that Pebble Beach is an easier course, and the only reason Spyglass played easier yesterday is because better golfers are over there in better conditions. It's a new day, new projections, and guys on the harder course should not have better projections than the guy on the better course. What the fuck are we doing? Unbelievable. And then on top of that, you're like, oh, but my site has the best projections. I know who the fuck you're talking about. Those are fucking betting projections. Those are not DFS projections. In DFS projections, did it take into account that there was almost 3 times more streaks over on Pebble Beach today than there was over on Spyglass Hill? Did it account for that? Because we're not fucking betting. We're playing PGA DFS. How about this? Did it account for the fact that there was 43 more birdies on Pebble Beach today than there was on Spyglass? And each one of those birdies means every single one of the 40 guys who played Pebble Beach today got a free birdie and then a little bit more. That's a 6-point net difference between guys who played Pebble Beach today than guys who played Spyglass Hill. Yet your projection showed you that the guys on Spyglass were going to do well. How did Homa treat you today playing on that hard course? How did Xander treat you today playing on that hard course? How did Morikawa treat you playing on that hard course? Look, literally the top 8 scores today, every single fucking one of them, go sort, every single one of them were Pebble Beach. We're playing a game, and it is not a super hard game. My God. And while I'm fucking on it, for all of you that said, you can't, I heard this one ass clown on this pod, we got to stop acting like we can predict the weather. Okay, here's what I did. I woke up Thursday morning, I looked at the weather, and I said, you know what? I'm going all Spyglass Hill guys, day one, Pebble Beach guys. That's how I'm going to make my player pool. And would you look at that? What was the difference? Well, today we picked up a stroke and a half. Yesterday we picked up 0.68. So we picked up almost 2 1/4 strokes difference. Am I a fucking shaman? No, I look at the weather and then I play it. I've been wrong once in the whole time I've done this whole damn show. God, this stuff is not that hard. Play the game. Fuck me. So tired of these ass clowns. By the way, you see my projections right there? Mine, I have a team of guys, and we get together, and we look at things like, the fucking weather, and ball striking regression, and historical abilities, and we make our projections based off of that. If you ever want the best projections out there, not just my projections, but my ownership, they're all loaded right here onto the solver. All right. If you want access to the solver, well, you just go and you use my little Showdown hoedown symbol. Not only will you get my projections, not only will you get my ownership, you will get an optimizer which will make the best versions of your player pool. Right. If that sounds like something you want, I encourage you to sign up. If not, I don't give a shit. Keep it, or use your fucking other site that said that you should be playing guys at Spyglass Hill. What the fuck? Okay, don't whine to me, you fucking deposit kings. All right, I'm pretty sure they're going off in 3s tomorrow. I'm going to calm down. Let me get a quick swig. Go Click, I am fired up. It's insane to me that this industry is so full of fucking hucksters. I'm so sick and tired of it. Overcharging for bullshit fucking projections. It tilts my dick. There's a reason I am growing, and it's because enough people are starting to realize that these fucking ass clowns are nothing but shady ass charlatans. Anyways, if you don't like it, I don't give a shit. Watch another fucking show. Okay, they're most likely going off in 3s tomorrow. I've already told you. I would suspect that the leaders are all going to go off in 3s, going off of the first 9. All of the back half of the field will be going off in 3s and 10. It wouldn't surprise me if they try to do something crazy tomorrow and maybe try to get like 27 holes in. I just don't think they can get 36 in. But I'm really, really worried about Sunday, and they've got to do something to address this. So I bet we'll know a little bit tonight, okay? So let's talk a little bit about what we saw today. We'll get over here to the stats. Here's what I can tell you, okay? First of all, I will have a Rosetta Stone tonight. The first 2 days we couldn't have a Rosetta Stone because we didn't have stroke gained data for both courses because the PGA is too broke to do, shot tracker on 2 courses that are 2 miles away from each other. Heaven forbid the company that just got a $3 billion investment give a couple more cameras to those old fucking volunteers. Heaven forbid. All right. So I'm going to be looking at event data. So you got to remember, a lot of these guys we're going to be looking at, we're only going to see their data from the round that they played at Pebble Beach, right? So the round they played at Spyglass Hill, which some of these guys played Spyglass Hill today, right? They are going to, you're going to be seeing their round from Thursday, right? An example of this would be Monsieur Pivot. He is French, and guess what? That's what he'll do. He is French. Right here, he played Spyglass today, right? But right here, we are looking at his Pebble Beach data. So this is his round from 2 days ago. This is not his round from today. But we do want to know how he played on Pebble Beach because that's the course he's playing tomorrow, right? So we're not looking at round 1 and round 2 data. We're looking at event data. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So, a lot of these guys, anybody who played Spyglass today, we're looking at their data from Thursday, not their data from today, okay? But Dietrich, Iceberg, Scheffler, we're looking at all of their data from today because they played Pebble Beach today, okay? I just want you to make sure you understand that we're not necessarily looking at the previous day. We're just looking at the one round they've played on Pebble Beach, okay? Okay, go. All right. Hey, 151 people in here, only 79 likes. That means we got about 72 cock gobblers. 72 cock gobblers. Probably the kind of guys that put out fraudulent projections. That's probably who those guys are, and say that you can't read the wind. I'm a shaman. I feel rain tonight. I can feel rain. All right, whatever. Okay, let's get over to it. You know how I always like to start? I like to look at ball striking and see who's been ball striking. Dude, Kevin Yu is an animal. This guy is a ball striking mother father. And to deny him anything else, redonkulous. Redonkulous, okay? I mean, look at this. This guy, if he just doesn't putt like Helen Keller, he shoots a -7 today, right? I mean, that ball striking is incredible. At some point, we're just going to have to recognize Kevin Yu, he roo good at golf. He is roo good. Anne-Marie, where can I find a DGen75 glossary? That is a really good question. I should make one of those because I do speak in a lot of lingo, and I would like to apologize, Anne-Marie, but I will tell you this. I'm glad you're here, sister. Yeah, Kevin, you had me at hello. This guy's a gamer. Matthew Pavon really got off to a slow start today over there on Spyglass. Really saved the round. Got to -2. I think this guy's a dude. I think he's a dude. He won my dude Ricardo frickin' GPP yesterday. Let's go. The Frenchman. He is French. Denny McCarthy was an interesting play. Denny McCarthy was a guy, once again, he played Spyglass today, so you have to take these stats with a grain of salt because this is from 2 days ago. But here's a good rule. When Denny's approach is on, you play him. Denny played the much harder Spyglass Hill today, so he only shot a -2. Right? All the hoes are in the area are safe. Loved Hogard today. That guy, I was playing all Pebble Beach guys today because I can see the future, and he did well. He He actually kind of could have had like a true nuke round, but it kind of spun his wheels coming home a little bit there. Kurt Kitayama didn't play well today, but he is back there tomorrow. Kurt Kitayama, the one round he played here was ball striking the shit out of it. Old Keith Mitchell looked pretty good today. I played some Keith Mitchell, had him at week long, played him at Showdown. I was like, that visor son of a biscuit-eating bulldog, get it together. Tony Finau, I mean, don't forget, the one round he played here at Pebble Beach, he ball struck the shit out of it and then just had no short game. Then didn't do anything today at Spyglass, so keep that. Scotty Scheffler, I mean, the guy's a god. The guy's a god. If you didn't play Scotty Scheffler at Showdown today, I don't know what to tell you, Bob. I can't help you. If you didn't see Scotty Scheffler at Pebble Beach today when he's ball striking, I can't help you. Let's see. Anybody else really stand out? Let's just go look at general approach because Pebble Beach really is a second shot course. There's so many forced layups off the tee. I think that the second shot is really where you're going to be getting the scoring down. Look at that, 105 likes. Okay, maybe we don't have a bunch of charlatans in here. Let's see. Who was really good when they played at Pebble Beach? Siwoo. Siwoo kind of spun his wheels today over there at Spyglass Hill. I think he could be interesting tomorrow. We get good Siwoo. No one loves to throw a dart like Siwoo, which, by the way, I would be watching pin placements today. As I've already told you, the Pro-Am part of this is over tomorrow, so they're almost certainly going to have tougher pins tomorrow. I think that's truly to God, the only protection this course has tomorrow. So it wouldn't surprise me if they put some sucker pins out there and Siwoo's going to play a little game called I don't give a fuck, and he's going to shoot at every single one of them. Let's see. Listeman didn't do anything right, but he did have approach. That's weird. Oh, the Hobbit. Hey, anytime 1.69. Noise. Anytime his approach is on, I'm always interested. Dude, Eric Cole had a round today. I think he scored 900 fantasy points and shot a 1 under. Look at old Adam Scott. Nice ball striking today. Not bad, Bob. Tom Kim, but that's from 2 days ago. All right, let's see if anybody killed themselves off the tee. We're otherwise good. Xander Schauffele, when he played at Pebble Beach, he really just dicked himself putting and off the tee. I think Xander's one of those guys that not a soul is going to play tomorrow, okay? Not even the people that make stupid fucking projections are going to have him projected high tomorrow, okay? He could be a play tomorrow, right? If you're not considering him, I'm not saying you should play him. I'm saying if he's not at least a guy you're considering in your player pool or in your process, you're broken. You are a broken person. From there, well, who else do we got? We already talked about Luke and Listerman. All right. Anybody kill themselves around the green? Oh, Bez. So when Bez played this course 2 days ago, his approach was really on. Bez can get rusty hot. We've already seen it once this year, haven't we? Man, Steven Yeager, what was that round, dude? Jesus, man. Maybe it's because Matthew Pavon's doing so well, and the freshman is good, holding down the showman, and he cannot keep up. No, it's like reverse World War, yeah. Let's see here. What do we got? Sam Burns is interesting. Sam Burns picked up a full stroke on approach today, yet only shot a -3, right? That's pretty good. Pretty good, bub. Matthew Fitzpatrick had a pretty good round, the round he played here, and didn't really get it done with a short game. Actually lost on stroke game. Matthew Fitzpatrick being back here tomorrow, kind of interesting. I will tell you, I don't usually love him at Birdie Fest, though. I will say that. Dude, Kevin Youth, that guy's unbelievable. All right, anybody just luck sacking their balls off with their putter? Nick Dunlap. That's incredible that Nick Dunlap is... Oh, wait, he's lost 5 strokes putting. Never mind. Ignore that. Cam Young. Fuck that guy. Could not believe I played that leprechaun SOB. Anybody? Let's look at it the reverse. Malnati. Dude, iceberg. Look at this guy. He shot a -7 today, losing on approach. Unbelievable. Emiliano Grillo. That is not a guy I want to continue, that I'm going to count on to continue to pick up 3 strokes of putting. All right, let's get to that historical round 3, which I really love to look at on the stone, because I think guys who are good at playing on round 3s are always good at it because it's a mentality. They go out there and they fire at pins, right? But before we do, guys, know that Wednesday night, 7 o'clock on my stream, I am going to probably make the biggest announcement I've ever made on my show. I think a lot of you are going to be very excited about it. I really encourage you to be there. For some reason, Ron has a samurai sword. Jon Snow's on there. I have no idea what's going on, but I can tell you, Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the Lord's time zone, you are going to want to be there. I would say it's going to be above average big news. And by that, I mean fucking ginormous. Okay, and I don't know what's up with this font here, editor. I don't know what the hell that font is. By the way, go check out my site, degen75.com. As you can already see, no one is a bigger tryhard when it comes to projections, when it comes to ownership, when it comes to behind the paywall content. And I do it all without price gouging, right? Imagine paying 3 times the price and getting shitty projections, and then you could have mine for $35.99 or $34.99, you donkey dicks. Also, just so you know, Big Guy goes away in 1 week. It is completely full. I am giving 1 more week for people to sign up. That is where I meet with my big guys before every slate, and I go over what my process is and what I'm thinking, right? If you want to do that, sign up. The editor can help you. Time is running out. I have the best tool out there called the Rosetta Stone. You can see we have things like good approach and true approach, historical round 3, short game, and bad round regression. This looks intimidating, but after you deal with it for 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to realize that all those stupid data sites that you go to and pay your $25 a month, this takes the relevant information you know and puts it in one document for you. It breaks down everything you need to see at Showdown. You can see it right there. What is correlated to success? It is approach series, right? So we put that right here in the front. What's everybody's ownership? Who are some good leverage plays? Who are some good sleepers? It's all right here. I put it in one document because not all of you have 8 hours to go build a model every Friday night. This will make it where in 30 to 60 minutes you can make informed and wise decisions about your Showdown lineup. If you don't believe me, just look at all the people flying the flag on the leaderboards, right? Speaking of which, just a casual 16 GPP winners last week for my site. Also, I think we've already had like 6 so far this week. Look, it's very simple. It ain't my picks or plays. It's just guys learning how to play the game, guys and girls learning how to play the game and applying it and realizing that if you have a process, you get in the right contest, you do it long enough, you can find success at this. I don't guarantee anybody success. Matter of fact, that's what those charlatans do. All right, let's get to the drawing. Editor, I see 120 likes. Go ahead and draw me a name, editor. If we get to 150 likes, I will draw another one. While he's doing that, I'll go ahead and go over the quick round 4 scores for you. Here is 4 really good round 3 scores. Not round 4, round 3. And as you can see, Tommy Fleetwood, #1 round 3 score. Old bounce back Tommy tomorrow. Eric Solar. Oh, man, that guy, I'm telling you, he's going to go nuke tomorrow. I can feel it in my loins, boy. I can feel it in my loins. Corey Connors. Okay, I didn't see that one coming. And Alex Smalley. Of course, some of the good players are on there too, but I try to pick the ones that were not obvious, right? Yeah, Scotty Scheffler's good at round 3 scoring. You want to know what else other round he's good at scoring? Every fucking round he's Scotty Scheffler, okay? Also, guys, I am going to be in Phoenix next week. Me and the whole DGen75 crew is going to be there. The Ship It Nation crew is going to be there. We're going to be having a meetup. If you want to do it, reach out to me or Tambo on Twitter. We will tell you where we're going to be. Here is the itinerary. Screenshot this bitch. Come meet up with us. We'd love to meet you. It's going to be a good time. Hell, I'll probably even buy you a beer because if you don't know this, the big guy ain't a fucking pour. All right. Let's see. The winner was Colin Hoffman. Who the hell is that? Welcome, brother. I don't even recognize your name, but I'm glad you won. We will be tossing a lineup in the big $20 tomorrow. We'll build it together. Just reach out to me on Twitter because I'm like not famous and I like return DMs and stuff. And we'll build it tonight, okay? We'll get it in there. I'll split the profits with you 50-50. I sent $25,000 to Cody last year. My goal this year is to beat that shit, okay? Let's get going. Let's get over to some questions. Let me get this back up. I'm sweating like a whore in church. Let me get another swig of the, what do we got? Mountain Valley. Shit smacks. That shit smacks. That shit smacks. Hold on. I don't subscribe to any site, and I play PB, guys. Well, Colin, good. That's good. I would rather you do that and understand how to play the game than subscribe to these shitty sites. I'm with you, Colin. You don't got to subscribe to a site. You really don't. What's your favorite stat to look for at Showdown? I love historical round 3, Snoopaloop. I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably my favorite stat. Let's see. How can I get better at finding the hot hand for tomorrow's round? Yeah, I really like guys like, approach is always the thing most connected to me, right? If I see somebody with good approach, I love going to them for the hot hand, right? I think another one is you kind of got to just know your historical guys that get new caught, right? Like who are some guys that could just get new caught tomorrow? Xander Schauffele could get new caught tomorrow, right? Trying to think, I've got my list of new caught guys, although I got to tell you, I'm not seeing a lot of them. I think, guys like Adam Hadwin are guys that can get new caught, right? Your EVRs can get new caught. Christian Bezadenhout, Garrick Hegel, basically South Africans. That is basically the answer, okay? Are you ready for Phoenix? I am not Depot, but I better get ready because that shit's here real soon. Wish I went heavier today. Didn't realize how many people were going to play Spyglass. There's a lot of dumb people out there, Colin. The quicker you realize that, the more money you will make at PGA DFS. You got to remember 90% of people are getting their information from dumbasses that don't even know what they're doing. All right, round 3. We play all the bounce back week-long chalk. Love it, Brett. You know I'm in on that, big guy. You ain't got to convince me. Okay, like Xander, Homa, give it all. Benny Ann, give it to me. All right, is Pavon legit? I think so. I mean, the guy's good. I mean, like, he can putt really well. I like Pavon, man. I like his game. And apparently he can get roasty hot irons, right? Are you favoring the guys going off 1 or 10 tomorrow? Definitely 10 because there's a much better chance of a streak. We did the math today, and you are almost 4 times more likely to get a streak going off of 10 than you are going off of 1, right? Now, you got to remember this is a difference of like 1.5% versus 6%, neither of which are great, but 6 is 4 times higher than 1.5. Can confirm the math there. Why do I put myself through this? Because it's fucking fun. That's why, pal. Am I a loser that I played loser Rory? No, he kind of made sense. I booted him from my player pool, but I booted him for Hovland, so it's not like I got it right either, dude. Can Dietrich finish a tournament, or will Iceberg and Scheffner go run and hide? I mean, I think Dietrich is not going to melt this time, but I don't think he can keep up with Iceberg and Scheffner. In a 20 max, do you like the unique or go 3 or 4 with 1 or 2 uniques based on projection? So do you like to go up the unique to 3 or 4? Oh, I don't know what you're saying, Mike, but like when I do a 20 max, I'm like keeping my pool between 14 or 16, and I'm really committing to about 5 to 6 of those guys. Love the degenerate. I was an idiot that leaned Spyglass today. That's why I bought the subscription today. Hey, welcome, Doug. Go watch the video from yesterday. I try to tell people you want to be playing guys off Pebble Beach going off 10. After that, you want to play guys Pebble Beach going off 1. Are we expecting ridiculous winds conditions? That's not till Sunday, Corey. Has JT day tomorrow, right? I mean, I'll tell you what, it really felt like he got the least out of his round today, right? I mean, look at that. He lost 1.5 putting, right? He could have easily been. I mean, just putt normal, and he probably is at a -7 today, right? JT looks dialed in, okay? Remember, ain't no lie, baby, bye. It's gonna be JT. I hope you watched the Wednesday night streamer. That was a weird sentence. How much consideration do you put in Thursday's data golf numbers? A little bit. I want to see how they played this course, right? But also, I think tomorrow this course is going to be much more gettable than it was on Thursday because, I do this crazy shaman thing called checking the weather. And once again, these people that complain about weather, almost every one of them is on Windfinder. Okay, these fucking pores. All right, do they often squeeze in 27 and leave 9? They don't do that very often, Johnny. I'm just trying to brainstorm some ideas here, right? I don't think that that's going to happen. I think they're just going to hold off till Sunday and just hope that the wind doesn't come, but it's coming, bro. It's coming. Is JT unbroken? I sure hope so. I mean, when JT's playing good golf, he's pretty fun to watch. I kind of like the guy. I kind of forgot how much I liked him, if I'm being honest. Will pace pick up without the amateurs? If there is a metric for who plays better when it's not so, you know what? I could buy that. Guys like Cantlay and Jason Day like to play slow. Maybe they're going to feel rushed tomorrow. Why are you guys playing so fast? These 5-hour rounds are killing me. I could see the neckbeard saying that. Let's see. Stool Pigeon. PGA is dim light, but has a tournament ever played 63 holes? No. They'll either do 54 and call it after that, or they will play the full 72. They'll never call it after 63 holes. Plus, you got to remember that when some guys get to 63 holes, other guys will likely still only be at like hole 60, 61. So they're not going to do that. How's your blood pressure? It's fine. 119 over 78 yesterday. Are you likely to use high or low price guys at the bottom of the leaderboard? Probably a mixture of both. I can see some guys down here that, I see some low price guys that I'm interested in. Not a soul's going to play fucking Steven Yeager tomorrow, but there's also guys like Sung Jae and Xander that I would be interested in, right? Let's see. For learning PGA DFS at low stakes, do you think I would be better to learn a few single entries or low dollar 20 max? I mean, I like a low dollar 20 max. I've always thought that building your player pool out and balancing your exposure, Michael, is the way to do it. And I've always thought a 20 max is a great number of lineups to do that. Make a rule that you play at least every guy in your lineup 4 of those 20 lineups, and that you keep your player pool tight like a toy guy, somewhere between 14 to 16 guys usually, right? I'm talking about all of them, Colin. Let's see. That rage was worthy of a homage to Carl Weathers. I got them biceps like Carl, you know what I'm saying? All right, if they go 36 holes tomorrow, they all not day 3 showdown. I don't know what the fuck that means. This isn't the big guy's first rodeo. He's been putting out work for a minute. Proof's in the pudding. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. If they do try to get 36 holes in tomorrow, how will they change the projections? I mean, the problem is if they do that, literally the round 3 will end and they'll put them right back out for round 4. So there's 2 things that are going to happen. A, you're not going to get any ownership and projections because we'll have no time to make them and get them released to you. And 2, I don't even know that DK would put out contests, right? They'll be like, screw this. Once again, great question, Anne-Marie. Thank you for being here. Are we playing Spyglass guys tomorrow? I kind of like that. I think a lot of their stats, a lot of people are going to say, oh, he played bad yesterday. Well, he was playing a different course, dickhead. All right, JT coming through for us tomorrow? I hope so. I got a lot of JT at week long, and you know what? Yesterday, I literally did not have a single lineup in the cash yesterday, right? Not a single lineup, and I played a bunch of lineups, like 150 lineups, and not one of them was cashing after day 1. Well, now that I played the Wave Edge, and my guys got on the good course, look at that. Now I'm cashing all over the place. What a concept. I'm a shaman. I could see the weather. I could see the future. They say it can't be done, yet I managed to do it. Oh. Sorry. There's just some people that drive me nuts. All right, Finau. Putting has been terrible for several rounds now. Has to bounce back. No, I do not. I think at some point putting can be so broken it doesn't come back, right? And it's not like he has a great historical baseline of being a good putter. That would be my counter to that, right? It's an early tee time advantage tomorrow. Seems like, it did seem, Ross, and I think that's a valid point. I think guys going out earlier, you got to remember it's only going to be about a 2-hour window, but a 2-hour window can mean a lot, right? Like, look at those guys today on Pebble Beach today, round 2, Pebble Beach. You can see that they got it a lot better in the morning than they did in the afternoon. I think that's something to consider. Does it have to do with the King of the North? It does. The King of the North. Let's see, moving on. Does the big guy package build on football or just golf? I also do it for any football slate I'm playing, right? So, like, I do it for main slate Sunday. I do it for my college football. Yes, and yes, Panic Seller. I don't always do it for Showdown because I don't always play Showdown, bro. But I am working on a way to fill that void. Might be part of the big announcement. After shooting back-to-back over par rounds, Jaeger going to explode? I mean, he could. And he'll legit be 3% owned at Showdown tomorrow. Fitz making a run in the bad weather? Maybe, but tomorrow's not going to be bad weather, Brandon. You got to remember the bad weather's not going to be here till Sunday. How do I not roster so many bums that will sink my lineups? Well, I mean, this is why I'm never a big fan of just building 1, 2, or 3 lineups. I like to build 20 to 50 lineups per slate simply because you're always going to have those ass counts. I played Steven Yeager today, and I played Cam Young. And when you play those two, basically every lineup they're in is dead. Now, on the flip side of that, I had a lot of Scotty Scheffler. I had a lot of Hogard. I had a lot of Hoagie. I had a lot of Mitchell. I had a lot of Hostler. I had a lot of Tigala. But the problem is when you just have that one asshole in a lineup, you have no chance at winning a GPP, right? If loser Rory a pivot, he'll be a real big pivot. Iceberg going to be icy or hot tomorrow? You know, there is a thing about he is not good at Saturdays, but we played that narrative last Saturday and he did just fine, Ashley. Hey, 2 ladies in the house. Let's go. For all the ladies. Let's give it up for the ladies. All right. Patrick Rogers for the win tomorrow? I mean, that's certainly an idea. I don't know that I'd say it's a good one. Thanks for the hard work, big guy. Can you tell us top 5 windy AF? No, I can't because I'd have to go to Fantasy National. I don't want to look it up, bub. Say you enter 20 max and an 18 max. Would you play 38? That's a good question, Michael. Here's what I would do. I built my player pool, and then I would look and see, hey, how many guys are in this player pool? If you're already between 14 or 16, I would say just go ahead and just build a 20 set, right? But if you find yourself at, say, like 20 players, well, then maybe go build 38 lineups, and you can have all 20 of those guys in your lineups because it's okay to have 20 guys in your player pool over 38 lineups. But I wouldn't want to have 20 guys in my player pool over just 20 lineups. Does that make sense? So let the size of your player pool dictate the number of lineups you play. I hope that helps you. Did you see any of Neiman's 59? What's a Neiman? What's a Neiman? Is that a store? All right, guys, I think that is it. I appreciate every single one of you being here, continuing to make this the most popular stream in all of PGA DFS and PGA Showdown. Please, everybody, especially after today, remember Rule 3080. Expensive tout sites are shady. We'll see you next time, but not before we get out of here with a victory lap.